We haven't shot a vlog today. This is I can't think in this many different platforms. If I'm doing Periscope, then there's not going to be the vlog and vice versa. And we don't do it every single day either, just because, I don't know, most days we don't do too much. Today we're playing with the battle rope.
Okay, 49, 50. It's only been a minute?
It hasn't been filming the whole time.
Okay. Take some water. That's in my mouth!
Now that we're thoroughly sweaty, we're leaving the house.
To go swim in the pool. I'm gonna go do some laps because I wanted to go this morning and we never made it.
So this mirror takes a little getting used to every time we start riding. I never have it aligned quite right. Right now I feel like I'm looking way off the side. That's a little better. So we weren't doing anything today. I wasn't vlogging at all. It's about 7 o'clock at night and we decided to actually go outside, and we played with the battle rope and got thoroughly exhausted and drenched, and Marlo's wanted to go to the pool all day, so now about an hour before they close we are pedaling there. We live in a town that was almost all teardowns recently. The house that we live in was going to be a teardown if we didn't buy it and keep it as a little old place.
Let's do this.
So this mirror comes in handy, but the downside is when we ride at night, I still need to wear my sunglasses. I'm gonna have to figure out a solution to that. I'm thinking about clear lenses, just so I have something that I can wear when we ride, but I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Alright, so now that we've started a vlog for today and we're heading home, what else are we gonna do that we can record?
Let's do Ask Paleo Porn.
Ask Paleo Porn?
Yeah, we can answer some of the questions. Yeah?
Cue the intro.
Enter Paleo Porn Q&A.
We don't have an intro. So this is going to be the first Ask Paleo Porn segment.
From Jillian, she asks, do you have to eat no pasta ever? And I think that is a great question. And it really depends on your definition of paleo. So when we...
On your definition of pasta.
No, not your definition. Well...
It kind of is as well.
Kinda, but I mean... Anyways, so what I was going to say was, when we first started paleo, we kept a lot of dairy products in our diet. Every Sunday, my family, who's an Italian family, would get together and we would have a big pasta dinner. And so every Sunday I would have pasta. And then I didn't feel well, and it was because of that single day. And so finally we got rid of all that and I stopped eating the pasta dish at dinner. It's all dependent on how your lifestyle is, on what changes you'd like to make, and then gradually you'll see a difference when you actually take the pasta out of your diet.
And there's other options, other pasta options. There's Capello's, which makes awesome gluten-free pasta. But when I mentioned it also depends on your definition of pasta. I mean, you can make a spaghetti squash or actually make spaghetti out of spaghetti squash.
Yeah.
And it turns out tasty. It's different. It's not the same consistency. What else would you say?
Yeah, you can
Other
make
replacements?
you can do zoodles, zucchini noodles, spiralized zucchini noodles. I've got a recipe for that. 2 recipes actually on the site.
That's the delivery system for the sauce and maybe meatballs or sausage or whatever else you're having. So yeah, it depends. If you really need to have that normal, typical pasta, it might be good to go with the capellos. I noticed after a while that I actually get migraines from gluten. So I've gone completely in the paleo direction for years now. But like she said, for the first couple years or so, it's we're experimenting, still making that transition.
And remember, nobody's judging you. It's all what feels best for you. He's not judging you, and he's not judging me. Not right now. Anyways, Carrie asks, many paleo meals seem labor intensive. How do you stick to paleo eating when you're pressed for time? Great question again, Carrie.
Everything's a great question.
It is, because it's like someone else is gonna ask the same question at some point. But anyways, what I like to do is a cooking marathon. So on Sundays, I would prep a whole bunch of food at the same time. I'd have something going in the slow cooker. I'd have every single burner on the stovetop going. Make large meals, so like chili, or a whole bunch of chicken breast that you can chop up and put that onto your salads. Salads you should make on a daily basis. You don't want your salads sitting and dressing in the refrigerator, because then it's not going to taste right the next day or 2 days following. But how do you stick to paleo eating when you're pressed for time? You go with your go-to meals, figure out what those are. So if that's every Tuesday is tacos and every Wednesday is burgers, like something quick and easy, figure out what those quick and easy meals are for you. Get yourself into a rhythm and only experiment with 1 or 2 new recipes a week. Once you have a cooking marathon going where you can plan for the whole week on one day, and then only make smaller, quicker meals during the week for dinner, and then you get excited to make those new recipes that you anticipate, the new stuff. So yeah, do you have anything to add?
Well, just along the lines of the salad, having kind of that daily salad for lunch, you can get creative and use your leftovers as a topping. We really like sardines on greens and things like that. Salads are quick and easy, painless. But they can be really hearty and satisfying too.
So question number 3 is from Terry. And Terry asks, how do I get my teenage kids to eat veggies or anything paleo? I have to make 2 meals right now, and that is somewhat sabotaging me. I don't have any kids, but I have a younger sister, and when she would come over and visit, it was the same way. I would make my meal, my mom would bring food for her to eat. If they like hot dogs, go for some Neiman Ranch hot dogs. If they like burgers...
We have a lightning bug. Side note, do you have lightning bugs by you anymore? Because growing up, we had tons, and now I'll see 1 at a time. Hey look, there's lightning. I thought I saw
it. In the back?
Uh-huh. Okay, anyway, back to the question.
Some people would say trick them into it, but I don't like that philosophy.
It's a hard question for us. We don't have any first-hand experience with it outside of her little sister, so
yeah.
I'd say keep trying. You want them to eat healthy as well, and maybe there are some in-between kind of meals that you can do. So maybe it's a paleo meal, but it's actually something that you would normally make separately that wouldn't be paleo, but it's been converted over. Again, it's kind of tricking them into it, I guess, but it's real food. Once you probably had the same experience, but once you really make that transition into eating real food, other stuff just doesn't taste the same anymore. It's not as satisfying, or it's maybe way too sweet, or
yeah, I would say, if it's a teenager and they're having like candy and pop and pizza.
Soda, if you're not from the Midwest.
Yeah. If they're having those kinds of things, their palate is not going to be the same as yours. Increase the flavors of your own palate. Theirs are not going to be the same because
you've refined your palate.
Yeah.
Not necessarily increase the flavors.
Well, yeah. but the kids are not going to be the same. If they're having all these sugary things, mashed cauliflower is not going to taste.
No. But a really good pizza, I think, would go over well. Like a sausage crust, Maybe I missed so many pizzas on the site, but
something interesting to them.
I think we're gonna have a storm really soon, which is kind of cool. I'm doing a time lapse back there. I don't think you can see it, but it's like right here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well that was 3 questions, and now that you've seen the lightning and stuff and the lightning bugs too, we're gonna go inside, and I think this is going to be the end of the vlog, right?
Yeah, I'll probably go to the time lapse.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Stay tuned for more, because we've got plenty more Ask Paleo Porn questions.
Well, actually, send them in though. Leave us comments below this video, or tweet to us at Paleo Porn TV, or Jeff Saris, Marla Saris, either way. But yeah, send us your questions, and we're gonna make this a regular weekly thing.
Yeah, well, we'll talk soon.
See ya.